Good morning, Yogi family. I hope we are well and that we have slept well and risen well. My name is Amy. If you haven't met me before, welcome to this channel. We are going to move through some pranayama and some morning stretches, specifically focusing on the hips this morning. So grab yourself a block or a cushion if you'd like to be elevated up on something. And we'll make our way down to our mats. And just take a moment to arrive in this space. Allowing the legs to settle into the floor. And we're sitting elevated if we can, so that the spine can be nice and tall. Let's encourage those legs to soften. Take a second, as we always do, stopping at the feet to massage them. Running the thumbs quite firmly down the soles of the feet here. Releasing that fascia through the legs. Take some time here. Wonderful. Slowly draw those hands back up through the legs. Wiggle down through those sit bones. Just ground down into your feet. Maybe roll those shoulders down the back a couple of times. Really let them slide down the back and settle there. Lovely. Let them settle completely. And we're going to turn our head towards the right. So almost as if your nose is navigating this, we're pointing the nose towards the right corner of the room. Really slowly, let's draw ourselves back through center and we'll point our nose towards the left side of the room. Trying to keep the rest of the body facing forward, nice and still. We're going to do that one more time each side. So really nice and slow. Controlled. Be mindful not to overforce this once you get to the side. Nice and gentle here. Just waking up the neck. Over to the left. Lovely. Let's meet back through center. And then the right ear will come down to the right shoulder. Maybe the left hand softens outside of the left leg, encouraging that left shoulder down and away from the left ear. Feeling this lengthening sensation through the left side of the neck. Maybe close the eyes and just experience the sensations that arise here. A couple more moments. Lovely. Release that left hand back onto the left thigh. Draw the chin all the way into the chest. And then let that left ear roll down to the left shoulder. Now encouraging that right shoulder away from the right ear, planting the right hand outside of the right leg. Now experiencing that sensation through the right side of the neck. And again, approaching this with some ease. Breathing. Couple more moments here. Lovely. Let's release that right hand back onto the right thigh, draw that chin into the chest, and we'll just take a second here. Lengthening through the spine, take a moment to draw that tailbone under, draw the lower belly in. Shoulders stay nice and relaxed. Maybe we apply a gentle pressure, cupping the hands at the base of the skull as we interlace the fingers. And take a big breath in here. A big breath out here. Lovely. Release the hands and slowly at your own pace, draw that gaze back up. Wonderful. So our pranayama practice this morning is we're going to go through Nadi Shodhana, so alternating nasal cleansing breath. This is a wonderful way to tone your nervous system, calm your nervous system, and bring you into a really neutral state. So to do this, we have our right hand. We perform a mudra with our right hand. Now, Traditionally, we take Pranayama mudra, which is index and middle finger drawn into the palm, ring and pinky extended, thumb also extended. Can feel a little awkward. That hand will then turn to the face, thumb blocks the right nasal passage, ring and pinky block the left. If that feels really uncomfortable, another option is to have the peace fingers resting really, really gently in between the eyebrows. And again, thumb blocks the right nasal passage and the ring and pinky knuckles, maybe if you bend the fingers, block the left. Alternatively, if none of those work for you, you can use the fingers that work best. We want to make sure during this practice that we don't draw our chin into the chest, that chin stays nice and lifted and the crown of the head is pointing up towards the ceiling. So how we carry this out is I'll guide us through all of this. We're going to block the right nasal passage, inhale for a series of counts. We then hold and pinch the nose. So we retain the breath for a series of counts. We then exhale through the opposite nasal passage for a series of counts. And we go through the cycle, inhaling, holding, exhaling, inhaling, holding, exhaling. So we're going to do 5 rounds together this morning. And we're going to inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts. So take a moment, find that really nice comfortable seat, draw that tailbone under, nice and tall in the spine, shoulders are relaxed, forehead, and all the muscles on the face are relaxed. Take that right hand up towards the face, relax the right shoulder, draw that elbow in. Now using whatever mudra, whatever fingers you're wanting to control your nasal passages, the ones that feel most comfortable for you. And let's take a big breath in, send the breath into the belly. Take a big sigh out through the mouth. Inhale. Now we're going to block the right nasal passage with the thumb. We're going to exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay here. Inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here. Inhale through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Then exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 round complete. Inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose. 2, 4. Exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Inhale through the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here. Inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose. 2, 4. Exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose. Could we relax all the muscles of the face? Exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch. 2, 4. Exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Last round. Inhaling left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose. 2, 4. Exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here, inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and pinch the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Soften that right hand back down to the right thigh, keeping the eyes closed and just experiencing this breath now coming through both nasal passages simultaneously. Just experiencing the sensations of the breath. Finding your natural rhythm here. And whenever you're ready, gently blinking those eyes open. Lovely, well done. Let's meet in a nice tabletop position, removing that block off to the side or the cushion if we used it. Bringing those the knees underneath the hips and the hands underneath the shoulders. And then from here, pressing the hips back to the heels, reaching those arms forward really nice and slowly, and soften into a nice child's pose, Balasana. Relax the head and neck. Breathing here. Maybe see if we can expand the back body, the mid-back with our breath. Imagine you're inflating the ribs, front, side, and back simultaneously. Couple breaths here. It can be as audible as you like. Wonderful. Keeping the lower half as it is, just coming up onto tented fingertips. So a nice active Balasana, child's pose here. And can we think about inviting a little sway? So we sway and lean out to the left, sway and lean out to the right. Just keep shifting from side to side. Start really small and slowly begin to grow your sways left and right. Letting the head sort of sway along with the arms and the upper body here. We're aiming to sort of lengthen and stretch in the armpits and the sides of the waist. Maybe you crawl those fingers further forward. Just taking a little free flow here, swaying from side to side. Taking a couple more moments. Wonderful. And plant the hands and gaze in between the hands. Now, we're going to invite some hip circles. So we're going to really bump the hips out to the left. The shoulders come on top of the wrists. We draw that tailbone under, pelvis tucks in. Then we bump the hips all the way over to the right and make a full circle with the bottom. Doing this a couple more times. So from the front, really bumping those hips over to the left. Shoulders come on top of the wrists. Hip. Let's go all the way over to the right and back to the heels. We try and find a little fluidity here, making these circles with the hips. And keep going in one direction to begin with. Now, if you're searching for a little more sensation, you're welcome to draw the arms a little further forward. If you're experiencing any crunching in the knees, then pad that up, doubling up the mat or adding a little cushion or a blanket underneath them. Take one more full circle over to the left. We'll meet with those hips going back to the heels. Lovely. Just take a second and we're going to go all the way over to the right first. So the same thing, just going the other way, bumping the hips over to the right, shoulders on top of the wrists. Draw that tailbone under, hips over to the left. Maybe starting a little slower, and then if you'd like to pick up the pace, you're welcome to do so. Also, if you'd like to crawl those arms further forward, expanding your range of motion. Around 3 more, over to the right. Opening up those hips. Breathing. Lovely, let's meet with those hips back to the heels. And then we'll find our way back into a tabletop. So those knees again are underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Now we're going to bring the right leg to the outside of the right hand. So maybe it swings out to the side and then we gently plant it to the outskirt of the right hand here. Also on the edge of the mat. And again, if we have any crunching in the knees, then I would suggest having a cushion or maybe even doubling up the mat here to support the left kneecap. We're going to find nice space diagonally in between that right heel and the left knee. We're up on tented fingertips. And maybe we're already feeling this opening that right hip here. We're going to start really small, starting with one direction, whichever one you choose. And again, we're bringing in some circles. So really nice and slowly, making circles. Also working through the fingertips here. If that gets too intense at any point, we can plant the palms. And can we think about that right heel staying firmly planted? Maybe we're growing those circles now. We're sticking with the same direction. Opening up through the hips. Take one more this rotation. Take a second and then turning it the other way. So changing your direction. Again, maybe starting small and then growing it organically. My fingers are screaming at me, so I'm going to plant my palms. Keep thinking about that right heel staying rooted. The toes can lift off the floor. Expanding those circles here. Take a couple more. Wonderful. Then walk those hands back inside the right leg and sweep that right arm to the outside of the right foot, heel toeing that right foot all the way across so we can set up for a nice pigeon. So we're aiming for that front shin to be parallel with the top of the mat, and I say aiming. It may not look like that at all, and that's very much okay. You're welcome to use blocks and cushions underneath the right hip to elevate it slightly. I'm just going to take a few moments to wiggle those hips. Be kind to your body, listen to your body. If this doesn't work for your knees, your other option is to bring the right knee on top of the left, really pressing that right knee away and threading the hands underneath and through the arms, drawing the shin closer to the chest. In this pigeon, you can stay up here, you can stay moving, just easing into the hips. You're welcome to do the same on forearms. You're welcome to find some stillness. We've got around 5 breaths here. Really see if we can relax the shoulders, relax all the muscles on the face, relax that extended left leg, sending the breath into the belly. And every exhale, maybe allowing the body to deepen in this pose. Be mindful that we're not trying to invite any pain here. There may be a little discomfort. This is where we utilize our breath, but if you're experiencing any pain, please come up and out of this. Last 2 breaths. Welcome to sigh these out here. Last one. Lovely. Nice and slowly pressing up onto your hands if you're not already there. Removing the block or cushion if you used it underneath the right hip and gently rolling onto that right hip. Stay nice and active in the left toes. We can encourage that left leg. We can use the hand to support us if we need. We're going to stack the shins. So now that left foot is going to come on top of the right knee. So we find a nice fire log pose. So we want both of the shins on top of each other, feet on top of the knees, really active in the toes to protect the knees. Now we may experience that this leg is all the way up here. We can use blocks to support this or cushions to support this. And hands either side. Now we're just supporting gravity, naturally opening that left hip. Stay active in the toes. We've got 5 breaths here. You're welcome to stay here. You're welcome to hinge at those hips, slightly leaning forward, bringing those arms in front of you, crawling forward. Wherever you are, breathing. Stay active in the toes. Nice, deep, nourishing breaths. Lovely. Coming up and out, crawling the hands back to an upright position if we leaned forwards. And you guys should be facing the front of your mat. We're going to come back out of this the way that we came in. So taking that left leg and swinging it all the way back round. We'll find our way, hands either side of that right leg, finding your way back into your tabletop. Bring those knees nice and close together, hands nice and wide. And we're just going to rock those hips left and right. Maybe noticing a subtle difference in that right side to the left here. Lovely, let's take the other side. So hands back facing forward. That left leg is going to come to the outside of the left hand now, on the outside of the mat. We're going to find that diagonal space in between that left heel and that right knee. Again, padding up that right knee if we need the support. Up on those tented fingertips. Keeping that left heel grounded, we start with one direction, start really small, we begin to grow those circles. Maybe we're back up on the tented fingertips, maybe the palms are planted. Expanding those circles now. Opening up through that left hip. Couple more this direction. Lovely. Coming back through center, and let's change direction, going the other way, maybe starting small. And slowly growing these circles. And a couple more. And when you're ready, drawing those hands back inside of the left leg, sweeping that left arm to the outside of the left leg and heel toeing that left foot over to the right wrist. Aiming again now for that left shin to be parallel with the top of the mat, and we can lengthen that right leg out. Again, using our props if we need them, block or cushion underneath the left hip. And let's find a couple of rocks here. Now you may experience one side is easier or harder than the other. That's really quite normal. I find my left side a lot tighter than my right. So make any adjustments you need to cater to your body this morning. Now we can be moving subtly on our forearms or staying up on our hands, or we can be finding some stillness. We have 5 breaths. Again, can we soften all the muscles on the face? Soften those shoulders, away from the ears. As inhales are creating a little more space, exhales allow us to deepen into that space. Couple more breaths here. Lovely. Lovely. Coming up onto the hands if we're not already there. Removing that block or cushion if it was underneath the left hip and gently rolling onto that hip. Encouraging the right leg all the way round. Now stacking right shin on top of the left, sole of the right foot on the left knee. Toes are nice and active, finding that fire log pose. Now grabbing the block or the cushion, placing it underneath that right knee. If we'd like that support, hands either side. Close down the eyes, find a nice tall spine. And just settle in here. Allowing gravity to really naturally open that right hip. If we'd like to create a little more sensation, we're welcome to hinge at the hips and crawl those hands forward. Breathing. Nice deep nourishing breaths. Couple more here. Keep those toes nice and active. And nice and gently calling the hands back to an upright position if you leaned forward. And then encourage those soles of the feet together. Just nice and slowly bouncing through those knees. Maybe take those thumbs to the soles of the feet. Again here, massaging them. Almost opening your feet up like a book. Wonderful. Find your way to a nice cross-legged position. We'll close this morning's session. We'll close this with 3 final breaths. So we're going to press the hands into the thighs. And as we inhale, the shoulders are going to rise up to the ears. Really squeeze the shoulders. Then upon exhale, really dropping the shoulders, rounding through the back and sighing the breath out through the mouth. Inhale, press the hands into the thighs, shoulders up to the ears. Chin draws in, exhale, really release. 2 more like this. Big breath in, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, letting that go. Last time, big breath in. And exhale. Lovely, bringing those hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to honor your practice this morning, the time you've dedicated to yourself. You're proud of your bodies. And a moment of gratitude to honor all that you are and all that there is. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really supports my channel. And I hope to see you soon.